Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Divinity Original Sin 2 Definitive Edition. I'm your host, Colors Fade. It's episode 101. We have cleared out this secret underground magister room, and there's a ton of stuff to loot. For instance, there's this journal. It's this one. The handwriting in Raymond's private journal is so full of flourishes, whirls, and loops that it almost seems as if he wants to obfuscate the meaning of the text within. Much of it sounds half-crazed, but some passages bear lucid details. Soon the grand design will be upon us. Soon it will be realized. The time of the White Magisters has come, the grandest design of all. We have a sacred duty to cleanse the world of the filth of source. Our Lucian guides us today as always. I would have relished accompanying Dallas to the tomb of Lucian to see our final victory come to pass, but I am needed here, and I shall see that my sacred duty is fulfilled. I will see no one enter the tomb. I will destroy all paper scrolls and minds that would reveal the way. So, there's that. Lucian, who was supposed to be dead.
Nice.
And a book report.
Excellent work.
And here comes Kim.
I had my doubts about you, but I'm happy to be proven wrong.
Clem looks about, then returns his eyes to you and gives you an imperious nod.
With that out of the way, I'm sure you've prayers to submit and acquaintances to greet. My paladins will see to any further concerns. Goodbye now.
Explain that Dallas went to the cathedral. She's after Lucian's tomb.
Is that so? Perhaps she thought to convince the keeper, Lord Arhu, to allow her entry. A foolish plan for more reasons than I can list. I wonder. Well, anyway, it looks like I will need to deal with the witch myself. It's been a long time coming. But please, take this as a token of the Paladin's gratitude. You were invaluable once again. Now leave us to do our work.
All right.
Paladins! Search every book, drawer, and God's damned coal basket in here.
Now, what do we have? We got a belt with the 2
Find
Constitution.
the blueprints for the building. There may be hidden
A
chambers.
2 wits, 1 Hunstrom scoundrel summoning helmet. That's a really nice helmet for Fane. Black shoes, which are quite a bit better than what I'm wearing, actually. They got a lot of hit points on them, too. And gloves. 2 critical chance.
The whites were pulling a lot of
I'm going to
strings
pick that
last,
helmet,
I
because
see.
it just seems like with all those stats on it, I can't see Fane having anything better than that. What's he got? Oh yeah, this is an improvement. Well, you lose 2 finesse, but you gain a huntsman and a scoundrel. Let's see what happens when he puts it on as far as damage goes. Yeah, he loses a little bit of damage because he loses the finesse, but the armor, you kind of have to agree with that armor. All right, I'm gonna loot a couple of things here. This room is so full of loot. Why did you go around that way? Pathfinding. Going to drink a little glass of wine before I open this up. Oh, I already opened it up. Last episode then. Alright, but this room is just chock full of stuff. Singed note. Hey, a fire whip scroll. Intelligence brief. None of these things are really, there's multiple copies of these same books all over Raymond's orders and things like that. But it's worth it to search these bookcases. See Raymond's orders. There's a whole bunch of those. It's worth it to search it in case Lucky Charm goes off. Intelligence brief and Raymond's orders. They're all over the place. It's like the game designers and the civilian ledgers. They really wanted you to find one of those. I guess.
Keep looking. Take this place apart brick by brick if you must.
And then I think there might be some decent loot in here.
Maybe one of these books. They must have written something
The
down.
warden's report. You can barely make out the writing. So hard did its author press the pen against the page. From what you can tell, this report details the results of Magister's barbaric interrogation techniques. Barbarous. Oh, the venom rune. Apparently I already know how to do that. I think these little spots up here, though. Up here, I think there's something, if I remember correctly. Let's see what I got here. What's this? Secret document. This document contains the details of one Caron. Seriously, do not leave him unattended. The danger is immense. They didn't call him the mistake for nothing, you know. He can control massive amounts of source if given the opportunity. I shudder to even think what happened last time he was in full control of his powers. Ah. Past mistakes. Let's see what the journal entry says for that. Past mistakes. We read the mistake. A god-woken trained by seekers who turned on the divine order. Magisters still hold him captive.
You best be careful. You're playing with necrophire.
Books and letters everywhere. It'll take ages to comb through.
And what is this? This is the intelligence brief. There's a painting of a man. What's over here? A jar of mind maggots. A misty diamond. An orc tusk. I kind of do miss the way the first Divinity Original Sin handled crafting. All these things were actually really important. Oh, there it goes. It fired that time. Once in a while it goes off. Minor resist all potion. I think we're about ready to get out of here. Yeah. I don't see anything else that we need up here. Oh, there's a bunch of books up here. Let's go check this real quick. Then we can get out of here. Yeah, because there's something over here. What is this? Display case. There is a medium thunder rune. A skull. Soul amulet. Soul amulet. Oh, it's just a magic amulet with nothing on it. My memoirs. Read that. We made water balloons from intestines. Great! That's a mind maggot grenade recipe. Mind maggot grenade recipe. It's written in an ancient tongue. Huh. Well, how interesting. Nothing else.
Maybe one of these books.
Oh.
Must have written something.
Oh, look at this. A medium masterwork rune of power. Huh. Too bad. Never put the medium or large runes in a power container. Oh, here we go. We got some stuff over here. We got 2 chests. Oh, and all there was paper? Even after I went to all the effort to get drunk?
They must have left some evidence. Why else try to burn it?
Why else try to burn it? Alright, small magic armor potion. Well, let's get out of here. And on to more interesting things. There's the door. Potatoes. There's this little room full of pictures. How much weight can I carry? Oh, I can carry a lot. In that case. Oh. Hey, bony fingers. We haven't done that in a while. Am I running out of things to drink here? Hey, but it fired that time, so it was worth it. Leadership. Dodging. I'll keep the one I got on it for hit points, but maybe this is better for somebody else. Oh, that's quite a bit of armor. And since his doesn't have any good stats on it other than Constitution, I'm going to equip that. Open records. Prison transport. I recognize many of these names. Actually, I don't. Mail. Yeah, we recognize him. Oh, Butter. We killed her. Migo. Alright. Oh, let's see what the discussion is.
The list in the records is a long one. It bears many familiar names. People you met, people you fought, people who were kind to you. Most, it seems, you will never see again.
These people deserved better than being stuck in Fort Joy in the name of the Divine.
I mean, some of them might have made it, right? Maybe if we put an end to all this, we might meet them again.
Further proof that the Divine Order is anything but civilized.
My name was once on a list like this.
Yep, these guys are no good. Antler, Orc Tusk, all this stuff. Oh, bottles of wine. Not to be a wino, but I'm liking that. Oh, and there's a few fancy gems over here. Ruby. Halcyon amulet. Gold necklace. Cloth scraps. What was that necklace I just grabbed? Oh yeah. Add to wares, baby. Give me the money. I need to go sell a bunch of stuff. That we're at the point now where I've got enough stuff I should be able to replenish my funds, and we should be able to buy some new gear. Alright, we're back where we started from the last episode. So we found their little secret spot, the White Magister dogs. And now it's time to move on. Silver, which we at one point in time really needed. Back on Blood Moon Island. A backpack. If only those were useful for something. Oh, a key. Cloth gloves. Alright. Good lord, there's so much stuff to... So many containers to loot here. Oh. Who's this guy? Spirit of Magister Wainslow. Do the talking, Red.
The spirit of a Magister lingers nearby, scowling at the damage that's been dealt to the premises.
Look at this! Just look at this! Our barracks ransacked by our own brothers in arms, and my sworn Magister comrades murdered by them!
Ask about how all this unfolded.
The paladins just showed up. No notice, ready for a scrap. They claimed we were traitors and were plotting with the Black Ring. Lunatics, a lot of them.
Ask the spirit if all the Magisters were killed.
I got Brent out of here. He was wounded. He wouldn't have stood a chance if I hadn't helped. Hopefully some more made it as well. I came back to see if I could help any others, but I got a saber through the heart instead. Murdering blue bloods. The Void's welcome to the lot of them.
Ask the spirit where he took Brandon.
The spirit leans back to appraise you, a guarded look on his spectral features.
You're no paladin, but why should I tell you?
'Cause I have persuasion.
Fine. Just check in on him for me, will you? There's a spot around the back, at the bottom of an embankment, where a culvert drains into the river. I lowered him down there, where the paladins likely wouldn't see him. He was bleeding like a stuck pig, though. I don't know if he made it.
Interesting. Well, now we know where he is. Because this little flag just showed up on my map. Oh, more stuff to unlock. You haven't had to use your bony fingers in a long time. A combat dagger. It's very nice, but it doesn't have any stats, which is really too bad. But a giant poison vial, that's worth its weight in gold. Where is this? Well, down by the culvert. Oh, Magister Brandon didn't make it. Well, come here, bud. What do you mean you can't? Get over here by the edge. A plate. A sturdy ring. A report on the toy seller. This report goes into great and unpleasant detail about toy seller Sanders, who is apparently using Source to animate puppets for all kinds of grotesque purposes. Although the usual protocol would be to transfer him to Fort Joy immediately, the report bemoans the fact that toy seller Sanders designed the Path of Blood in Ark's Cathedral, so he's untouchable for fear of angering Arhu. Well, that's interesting. There's also a culvert to the sewers. I think it might be fun to go see the old toy seller guy. So let's go do that. Oh, we can't get out that way, but we can check these two boxes. High tier blank scale book, and then there's a bunch of stuff up here. Should we take the time to do it? I guess. For 12 gold. Sorry, guys. Burning. Old Wolfie here is having his lunch, it looks like. Dwarves, we definitely need to go in there. That's where the wedding was going to take place. Let's go see this toy seller.
Don't they know who I am?
Oh, there's a drunk dwarven lady here.
A well-dressed dwarf woman lies on the cobbles, giggling drunkenly to herself.
Remark that she's too well heeled to be some homeless drunk, and asks what happened to her.
I wish I was bloody homeless. Then I'd be home already. No, I was at a wedding. Beggars kicked me out. Said I was causing a scene.
Ask about the wedding.
The usual fuss. The groom's a local alchemist, marrying the daughter of some big shot merchant.
Ask how she got in the wedding in the first place. Is she a relative?
They'd hardly kick out their own flesh and blood, would they? I barely know any of them. Friends of business acquaintances.
Ask if you can take her invitation if she no longer needs it.
Eh? No. Why would I do that?
Demand that she hand over the invitation, or you'll see that she winds up in a cell for public drunkenness.
Fine. Take the bloody thing. Now, off with you. I can feel a void walking of a headache coming along.
Dun 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 dun.
I see you avoided the fighting.
You didn't get your hands dirty either.
This guy. We'll do some buying and selling here at the end of this episode. I think this is the toy seller. Michael Rose's estate. Ross. This is the toy seller. Yes.
A visitor. Tell me, do you like puppets?
Hesitate and offer an uncertain shrug.
The toy seller nods and smiles, clearly not listening to a word you said.
Wonderful. Here, take a look at this.
The puppet springs to life.
Impressive, no? There's a lot of craftsmanship in that small package. Quite a lot. Now, what can I do for you? I haven't had many callers of late, what with all the fuss and hubbub that's been going on outside.
Ask if it's true that he designed the Path of Blood in the cathedral.
Myself and others, some of the finest feats of engineering ever conceived guard the remains of the divine. The Path of Blood was our masterpiece. Now I'm the last one alive, the last engineer of the cathedral and its secrets. I've retired and found a new calling, these wondrous darlings. One of my late colleagues designed them for the cathedral, little wind-up sentries to guard against intruders. Now I busy myself turning the surplus into toys. It truly feels good to spread a little joy in my twilight years.
See what he has to buy and sell. Oh, he's got a big, huge potion and not much else. Interesting. Ask where his interest in puppets came from.
I love my work. I love the possibilities of it all. The idea of engineering something to perfection. But one aspect always fails me. People. Fallible, mortal, irrational people.
He throws an adoring glance to one of the puppets.
My darlings aren't like that. They are pure and beautiful. They don't make mistakes, and they don't question my desires. I don't need others anymore. I have something better.
Ask what he can tell you about the cathedral and Lucian's tomb.
It is a feat of engineering. A modern marvel, unmatched in quality anywhere in the realm. I should know, as it is my greatest work to date. But you should broach more practical matters with Lord Protector Arhu, the keeper of the cathedral. You should find him in his chambers there.
All right. Wonder how he brought the puppet to life.
Source, what else? Each and every one of my darlings has a little bit of magic in them. It turns a mere toy into a friend.
Ask if he isn't afraid that Voidwoken will be attracted to his use of Source.
Oh, no, not at all. I use only the smallest sprinkle of Source in my work. I'd hardly think a Voidwoken would set its sights on me and my darlings.
Alright. Anyway. Can we go? Oh, we can't go in there. Alright. Can't go in there yet. Anyways, his little puppets are kind of a hazard. Let's see, can we get to the cathedral yet? Let's see what our level is. We still need 300,000 points to get to level 19. You really don't want to wander around the city too much until level 19-ish. Paladin Defender. There's some dangerous things here.
Oh, Lucian, help us!
This area down here has a bunch of people to buy and sell. They all have some really nice spells. Anything that you need that's high level that you don't already have, unless it's something you have to custom make.
I pledge my life.
You have the trust of Lord Arhu. Show that you deserve it.
This is what we really want to do, is go see Lord Arhu. Hey, there's a waypoint, it said. Oh, it's right there. Right there. I don't think I've ever discovered that one before. Not sure I've ever come this way. Playing the game. What is it? Oh, all this stuff, but you'd have to steal it. I am no thief. Certainly not inside a cathedral. Who is this person? Divine Prelate. And the cook.
I'm on protection duty. I can't talk to you.
Ask if it's Arhu is subject of her protection.
Of course. Who else? The keeper of the cathedral isn't just another priest. He must be kept safe.
I need to speak with him.
Well, I'm afraid that what you'd like isn't the deciding factor. Lord Arhu is a very busy man. I won't interrupt him on the whim of a stranger. He'll make himself available in his own time.
Oh, strength persuasion.
All right, you may proceed. If Lord Arhu unlocks the door for you, you may enter. Just keep it short. He's preparing for his Lucian's Day speech and won't appreciate being disturbed. If he won't open it for you, your next best bet is to give your message to Sister of Any. She's the only one with permission to enter. Eye sharp, Paladin. The Grand Master's chamber must be protected.
Alright, I see blood in there.
I wonder, shall we see success on the path of blood today?
Oh, my friends. Let's see. Get over here. Fane, you're the man. Hello, everyone. Mr. Fane, would you please pick this lock? Amethyst Deceiver. That sounds interesting.
This place has been ransacked.
Yes, it has. Mr. Fane, would you care to pick this lock? You know what you see? Lucian's Divine Staff. Oh, Lord. Please take that. Red Prince. How's that look to you? Stolen. Red. How's it compare? 3 intelligence. You lose a pyrokinetic on it, though. Grants healing ritual. Very nice. Constitution, wits, hide your sophist. Might be something she want to use. Although she needs the shield, usually. Chew toy. What's in this thing? Arhu's journal. Kem wants to enter Lucian's crypt. Dallas says to allow no one inside. That the order still stands is a miracle of Lucian himself. Thus far I have denied all persons entry. Yet even if I were to allow him to enter, Kem would perish in the attempt. The engineers ensure the defense is more than adequate. I cannot help but question the Divine's wisdom. The void threatens to swallow us all. Would it not be better to share the power of divinity with all of Rivellon than to leave them buried with Lucian?
You? But of course, it would be you. We're not blind, you know. We watched as you crept around our city, and now I discover you here. Yet the Grand Master is nowhere in sight.
True story.
Kem narrows his eyes and tilts his head. You are being considered.
Paladins! Take them away!
Tell him his
We'll
own
get to the
paladin.
truth.
Tell him his own paladins allowed you in here.
I don't care if the 7 themselves floated down to Rivellon and presented you a gold-threaded invitation. I am the authority here.
Kem rolls his eyes and groans.
Enough of this. Every minute of my time you waste is a minute lost in the search for the Grand Master.
He dismisses you with a flick of a wrist.
You may go.
Lord Kem turns his back to you. The matter is closed.
Tell him to wait. There's still something you'd like to discuss.
Oh?
Confront him about the pressure he put on Arhu to unseal the tomb.
Pressure? It was nothing of the sort. Simply a suggestion. Arhu came to my home to discuss the matter, as he often did. In his wisdom, he convinced me I was wrong. This letter led to a discussion in my parlor over brandy. Nothing more.
Say that you need to talk about the investigation of Dallas and the magistrates.
I'm not here to bandy words with you, boy. Be quick.
Fine.
Another
Kem nods.
Yeah, you're a right pain in the butt. A right pain in the buttocks, I say. Where was that thing at? Where was the... Yes. Come here.
Candles bathe the bare feet.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
glow
yeah.
envelop.
I just want to go somewhere. Ark City Square. Alright. What I'm going to do is sell a bunch of gear. And kind of clean up my inventory. And then we'll get on with the next episode. So I'm going to do some inventory maintenance, and then I'll see you guys in the next one. I don't think Lord Kim is the straight and narrow man we think he is. Alright folks, thanks for watching. As always, if you like the content, please subscribe to the channel, and if you leave a question or comment, I will answer you. I'll see you next time.